Hello everyone, myself Rishabh Jain, and today we are going to discuss about introduction to trigonometry. So we are going to discuss about this trigonometry. First of all, we have to know about a right angle triangle, as because the trigonometry should be applicable only for right angle triangle. Right angle triangle is that a triangle whose any one of the angle is of 90 degree. So here we have to take in the right angle triangle ABC, where angle B is our right angle and we have the three sides, or we have also called as arms. So in that triangle, if we taken any of the acute angle theta, if we taken the any of acute angle theta, so the arm opposite to that theta is called perpendicular, and the arm opposite to right 90 degree is called hypotenuse, and the third side is known as base. If we take another right angle triangle, that is ABC, and we take the acute angle C as a theta, so AB is our perpendicular and BC side is our base, and the side opposite to 90 degree is our hypotenuse. So first of all we have to know about that the angle which we have to take in, the side opposite to that angle is a perpendicular, and the side opposite to the 90 degree is our hypotenuse, and third side is our base. So basically in our trigonometry there are six fundamental trigonometric ratios, which is sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, and cosec, sec, and cot theta. So first of all we have to discuss about the sin theta, which is related to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, and cos theta related to base upon hypotenuse, and tan theta is a stand for, that is sin theta upon cos theta, which is sin related to perpendicular and cos related to base, so it will be represented at perpendicular upon base. Now we have to discuss about another three trigonometric ratios, which is cosec. So cosec is a reciprocal of sin theta. Cosec is reciprocal of sin theta, which means that is 1 by sin theta, and we do the reciprocal of that relation. We have to take in that as hypotenuse upon perpendicular, and sec is the reciprocal of cosec, that is 1 by cosec theta, which is equal to h upon b, and cot is the reciprocal of tan theta, so we have to represent the cot theta just like that, 1 by tan theta, and it also represented in the form of sin and cos, which is known as cos theta by sin theta, which is represented at base upon perpendicular. So here we have six fundamental trigonometric ratios, that is sin theta, cos theta, tan, and here all these relations which we have to learn by using a very simple uh, method, that is P B P upon H H B, that is also called Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bole, which is called Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bole. That is P upon H stand for sin, B upon H stand for cos, and P upon B stand for tan. And इसी का अगर हम रेसिप्रोकल की बात करें, that is H upon P, which is represented as cosec, H upon B represented as sec, and B upon B represented as cot. If we take the three sides of our right angle triangle, that is if we take is as a 4 centimeter and base as a 3 centimeter and hypotenuse we have to take in, that is 5 centimeter, and these three sides are called Pythagoras triplets. What is Pythagoras triplets? So Pythagoras triplet is that which the three sides which applicable and which we applied for Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is that Pythagoras theorem is saying that is hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Here we have to take in the Pythagoras theorem, through which we have to find out the another side of any of the triangle if we have two sides of that triangle. So by using the Pythagoras theorem, we have to find out the another side. If we taken the value of sine theta, so according to this angle, if theta is that is perpendicular upon base, so its value and hypotenuse, so sine theta applicable for the value is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So that is a perpendicular whose value is 4 and hypotenuse is 5. So its value is 4 by 5. And if we take that triangle, so according to that triangle, theta will be the C. So according to this, perpendicular is that is 3, base is 4 and hypotenuse is 5. So its value is 3 by 5 according to this triangle. So by using that right angle triangle, we have to find out any of the trigonometry ratio. If we taken an example for finding the trigonometry's values of any of the trigonometry ratios, so here is the example. If sine A is equal to 3 by 5, then we have to find out the value of cos A and tan C if B is a right angle. So firstly we have to make a right angle triangle where B is a right angle and A and C are other vertex of that triangle, and according to this, sine A, which is equal to 3 by 5, and sine stand for that is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So here according to this angle, perpendicular is that whose value is 3, and hypotenuse is that whose value is 5. And we have to find out another arm. So we have to apply the Pythagoras theorem, that is h square equal to p square plus b square. So value of hypotenuse is 5 and value of perpendicular is 3, and we have to find out the value of base. So square of the 5 is 25 and square of 3 is 9 plus b square. So 9 would become at the side of left hand, and the 25 minus 9 becomes 16, which is equal to b square, and 16 is a square of 4. So the value of base is 4. So here the value of arm AB is 4, and according to this, we have to find out the value of cos A. When we have to find out the value of cos A, means A angle is that, and according to this angle, cos stand for base upon hypotenuse. Cos stand for base upon hypotenuse, and according to this angle A, this is a perpendicular, this is a base, and this is hypotenuse. So the value of base is 4 and the value of hypotenuse is 5. But if we taken the value of tan C, so according to this, C is our angle. C is our acute angle, and according to this angle, the perpendicular is now 4 and the base is now 3. So tan is a stand for perpendicular upon base. So the value of perpendicular according to this angle, that is 4, and the value of base is 3. So the value of tan C is 4 by 3 and the value of cos A is equal to 4 by 5. Understand? Now we take in the another example for clarify our concept. Our next question is that if 3 cot A is equal to 4, then we have to find out the value of sec A. So what we have to do to solve this question, if 3 cot A that is equal to 4, firstly we have to find out the value of cot A, which is equal to 4 by 3. So the value of cot A, that is 4 by 3, and cot is stand for base upon perpendicular. So firstly we have to make a right angle triangle, and according to this angle, that is we have to take in the base angle is angle A, right angle at B, and another is C. So according to this, base is 4, so here the base, and perpendicular is 3, and here is the perpendicular, and we have to apply the Pythagoras theorem. So we have to find out the value of hypotenuse is 5, and now we have to find out the value of sec A. So sec is the reciprocal of cos, and cos is related to base. Cos is related to base, and sec is a reciprocal of cos. So the value of sec A, that is hypotenuse upon base. And what is the value of hypotenuse? That is 5. And what is the value of base? That is 4. So the value of sec A is 5 by 4. Understand? Now we have to discuss about our next topic, that is trigonometric angles. So what is the values of trigonometric angles and how we have to find out the trigonometric angles? Let us discuss. Now we are going to discuss about the trigonometric angles. So basically in our trigonometry, the basic angles are 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. And we are going to find out all these values, all these trigonometric ratios values by using a simple and easiest fundamental concept. So look at here how we have to find out without learning all these values. So if we do the numbering, that is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and dividing by 4 in each of the values, and after dividing we take in the under root. What we have to do, first of all, do the numbering, that is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and divided all these values by 4, and after dividing taking the under root. Now we have to find out the value of this, that is 0 by 4 means 0, and the root 0 value is 0. That is root 1 value is 1, and the root 4 which is stand for 2. Now 2 by 4 which is cancel out, that is under root 1 by 2. So the value is 1 by root 2. And this, that is root 3 stand for root 3 and root 4 stand for 2. And 4 are cancel out and it become root 1. So the value of root 1 is 1. And here easily we have to find out the value of all the values of sine. That is sine 0 stand for 0, and this according to by using these easy concept. Now we have to find out the value of cos. So we do this series is in reversal form. The reversal is that 1 is here, root 3 by 2, that is here, 1 by root 2 is here, 1 by 2 is here, and 0 is that. So the value of cos is like that. If we have the values of sine, we do the reversal of this and we have to find out the value of cos. After that we have to find out the tan, and tan is stand for sine theta upon cos theta. So we do the simply the upon of this. So 0 upon 1 is 0, and we do the ratio of this. So 2 and 2 cancel out and the value is become 1 by root 3. Root 2 and root 2 cancel out and its value is 1 by 1 become 1. 2 and 2 cancel out and the value is root 3 upon 1, which is stand for root 3, and 1 by 0. So the 1 by 0 is stand for infinite and 0 by 1 is 0. So the value of 1 by 0 is infinite. And easily we have to find out the value of 10, and just like that we find out the value of cos. Like that we have to find out the value of cos. To do the reversal of values of 10, so the value of cot 0 is infinite, value of cot 30 is root 3, value of 45 is 1, value of cot 60 is 1 by root 3, and the value of 90 is 0. Easily we have to find out the value of cot, and now we have to find out the value of cosec. So cosec is a reciprocal of sine. Cosec is a reciprocal of sine. So we do the reciprocal of this value. Here it stands for 0 by 1, and the reciprocal of 0 by 1 is 1 by 0, whose value is infinite. Reciprocal of 1 by 2 is 2 by 1. Reciprocal of 1 by root 2 is root 2 by 1, and the reciprocal of root 3 by 2 is 2 upon root 3, and the reciprocal of 1 stands for 1. And easily we have to find out the value of cosec, and when we have to find out the value of sec, we do the reciprocal of cos, or we do the reversal of cosec, that stands for 1, 2 by root 3, root 2, 2 and infinite. And easily we have to find out all the values of trigonometric angles. If we do the practice more than 5 or 8 times, easily we have to find out all the values within a 40 to 50 seconds. After that, we taken some examples related to this trigonometric angles for clarify our concept. Here we have a question, that is we have to find out the value of sine square 60 minus sine square 30. How we have to find out? So we have to written it like that, that is square of sine 60 minus square of sine 30. And what is the value of sine 60? So according to this trigonometric angles which we have to discuss, that is the value of sine 60 is under root 3 by 2, and the value of sine 30, that is 1 by 2. So we do the square of root 3, that becomes 3, and the square of 2 is 4, minus square of 1 is 1, and what is the square of 2? That is the square of 2 is 4. Now we have to simplify it by using the LCM. So the LCM of 4 is 4, and the numerator becomes 3 minus 1, as because denominators are same, so the numerator also becomes same. So it becomes 3 minus 1, and the value is 3 minus 1, that is 2 by 4, and 2 and 4 are cancelled out by 2, that is 2 1s are 2 and 2 2s are 4, and the value is 1 by 2. Here we have simplified our answer. Our next concept is trigonometric identities. So we have to discuss about the trigonometric identities. So basically there are three fundamental basic trigonometric identities. First one is sine square theta plus cos square theta, whose value is 1. Sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Second is sec square theta minus tan square theta, that is equal to 1. And third one is cosec square theta minus cot square theta equal to 1. How we have to learn all these trigonometric identities? First relation is sine with cos, second is sec with tan, that is sec square theta minus tan, and in place of sec we have to note down the cosec, and in place of tan we have to note down the cot. So here the three fundamental basic trigonometric identities from which we have to figure out another trigonometric identities. So we have to find out if the value of sine square theta, cosec square theta go at the right side and it become 1 minus cosec square theta. Another we have to find out the value of cosec square theta. So its value is 1 minus sine square theta. Here we have to find out the value of sec square theta. So minus tan square theta going to right side and it become 1 plus tan square theta. And we have to find out the value of tan square theta. So according to this, 1 going to left side and it becomes sec square theta minus 1, which is equal to tan square theta. And just like that, we have to find out the value of cosec square theta, which is equal to 1 plus cot square theta, and the value of cot square theta, that is equal to cosec square theta minus 1. So these are the basic fundamental trigonometric identities, and from these identities we have to find out, we have to solve our proving questions which related to this trigonometric chapter. So we taking one example and how we have to solve these all proving type questions. So here our question is that we have to find out the value of cosec square theta minus cot square theta into 1 minus cos square theta. Okay. It is a very simple question. By applying the identity, cosec square theta minus cot square theta stand for 1, and 1 minus cos square theta, it stand for sin square theta, and the multiplication of 1 and sin square theta become sin square theta, and here is our answer, that is sin square theta. Again, cosec square theta minus cot square theta, that is the identity whose value is 1, and 1 minus cos square theta, here it is also an identity whose value is sin square theta, and the multiple of 1 and sin square theta become sin square. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself and introduce the chapter related to CBSE board class 10, which is introduction to trigonometry.